Hey everyone, it's Miss Burgess. Today we're covering box and whisker plots, and this is a review from something that you have learned in sixth grade, and we just it a step further in seventh grade, and then take it a step further even more in algebra next year. So you should have already copied down the notes or printed it out, and we are going to fill it out together. Okay, so our EQ today is how do I solve problems using box and whisker plots? So, the first thing we need to know is what a box and whisker plot is. A box and whisker plot is just a way to display data. Okay, so we display it on a number line by organizing it into four sections. So that's what we're going to write. A way to display data by organizing it into four sections. Okay, so here's our first example on the right here. And so they give us a box, and we can see the box and the two whiskers. Okay, so each of these parts has a name, and we call these parts the 5-number summary. And you need to know how to find all of these numbers or all of these values to create your own box and whisker plot. So the minimum value is just the smallest value. Okay, so our minimum value is here. All right, the lower quartile is the median of the lower half. Okay, so the median of the lower half is here. I need to change the color. I don't know why it didn't change. Come on. Is here. So the median of the smaller half. Or sorry, the lower half, not smaller. The median of the lower half. Okay, you guys already know what the median is. The median is the middle value, specifically when it's in smallest to largest order. So in your box and whisker plot, this middle of your box represents the median, so the middle value. All right, now we're going to describe the upper quartile, and the upper quartile is this edge of the box. Okay, the median of the upper half. Okay, and finally we have our maximum value, which on our graph here is 100, and it is this dot on the box and whisker plot. Okay, and it represents the largest value. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, and we display this data by organizing it into four sections, so you guys can think of it as like quarters, meaning from here to here, from the minimum value to the lower quartile, that's the first 25%. Okay? And then the lower quartile to the median, that's the second 25%. And the median to the upper quartile is 25%. And finally, the upper to the maximum value, that's the next 25%. Okay. So, what are quartiles? the four sections that make up the box plot. Each quartile represents, you guessed it, 25%. Okay, and finally, we have the interquartile range. The interquartile range is a range between the upper and lower quartiles, or it is the length of the box itself. So from here to here. Okay, so that is the interquartile range, also known as the IQR. Okay, so let's see. Interquartile range, the range between the lower and upper quartile. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice drawing some box and whisker plots. This first question, question 1 says, the resting heart rate in beats per minute of a group of people are given below. Find the 5-number summary, draw the box and whisker plot, then answer the questions that follow. Okay, so you guys are going to need some paper and some room on your paper because now we're going to have to change all these to smallest to largest order. So I'm going to draw over here. Our smallest value is 50. Okay, and I'll cross it out as I go. So 50, 55, 58, 60, 62, 64, 68, 70, 72. Okay, 76, 84, and 92. Okay, so let's find the median. All right, so we're going to work our way in to find the median. All right, we have two numbers. So halfway between is 68. That's our median. Oh, sorry, not 68. Halfway between, guys, between 64 and 68 is 66. Okay. So if there's two numbers in the middle, we're going to draw a line between. Because now we have to find the lower quartile and upper quartile, which is the median of the lower half and then the median of the upper half. So to find the median of the lower half, we're going to work our way in to the middle of the lower half. So cross out each number. Halfway between 58 and 60 is 59. Okay, so that's our lower quartile. I'll put LQ. All right, and we're going to do the same thing to the upper half. So we're working our way into the middle. Halfway between 72 and 76 is 74. That's our upper quartile. Okay, and then the other two numbers that you need to do something with are the largest and the smallest. Okay, so that is the minimum value. I'll put min, and the maximum value, max. Okay, so let's go ahead and label our graph, and I'm going to do this in black. So I think because our range is from 45 to, 50 to 92, let's do like 45 to 100. So we'll go by fives. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and 105. So we have some extra room over here. All right. So our median is where we start. So our median is 66. So go ahead and fill in 66. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my pen. 66. Okay, which is about here. Our lower quartile is 59, which is right about there. Our upper quartile is 74, right about here. And then we have our min, 50, and our max, 92. Okay, so we have all 5 dots plotted. Let's go ahead and draw our box and our whisker. So our box goes from the lower quartile to the upper quartile, and our median is described with a line. So we're going to do that here on our number line. Sorry. Okay. So we draw a box, we show our median, and then we connect our upper quartiles to the max and lower quartiles to the min. Okay, and that is a box and whisker plot. And hopefully this is a review. So let's answer some questions. What is the range? So we know the range is the max minus the min, right? Our maximum value is 92, and our minimum value is 50. So if we pull up our calculator, 92 minus 50 is 42. What is the IQR? What is the interquartile range? So it is you guys see the IQR? The range between the lower and upper quartile. So upper quartile is 74, so I'll do UQ minus LQ. 74 minus 59. 74 minus 59 is 15. Okay, what percent have a resting heart rate less than 66? Well, what number was 66? 66 was our median, right? So here's our median, 66. What percent have a resting heart rate less than that? Okay, well, remember up here, each part represents 25%. So from here to here is 25%. And from here to here is 25%. So from our min to our median is 25% plus 25%, 50%. Okay. D says, what percent have a resting heart rate of no more than 74 beats per minute? Which number was 74? That was our upper quartile. So here's our upper quartile. No more than 74. That means 74 or less. So that's from here to here. What's our percentage? 25 plus 25 plus 25 is 75%. What percent have a resting heart rate between 50 and 59 beats per minute? Well, 59 was our lower quartile. So that's this here. And 50 was our min. So from here to here is 25%. Okay, what percent have a resting heart rate between 66 and 92 beats per minute? I'll let you guys figure that one out. That one shouldn't be too hard. Okay, let's scroll down. Now we're going to draw the box and whisker plot again and the 5-number summary for each set of data. So I'm going to do number 3, and you guys are going to do number 4 on your own. The speed of 9 cars on the highway. So we'll go ahead and put this in order. Our least to greatest order is going to be 54, 58, 62, 63, 65, 67, 70, 77, and 80. All right, looks like we got them all. Okay, so the first thing we find is our median, right? Let's go ahead and work our way in towards the center. So we'll cross them out, work our way in. All right, so our median is 65. Okay. So if we have one number in the center, which in this case we do, but in the last case we didn't. When it is one number in the center, cross it out and then go ahead and find the median of the lower half and the median of the upper half. So if we're finding the median of the lower half, we are going to work our way in. Okay, so there's 2 numbers in the middle. Halfway between 58 and 62 is 60. So that's our lower quartile. 60. Okay, and we do the same thing for the upper. So cross it out, work our way in. There's 2 in the middle. Halfway between 70 and 77, let's just find the average. 70 plus 77 divided by 2 is 73.5. That's her upper quartile. Okay, and then the other 2 numbers you guys need are the min and the max. 54 and 80. Okay, let's plot it. So, what do you guys want to go by? Our min is 54. How about, I don't know, you want to go by 3s? Okay. 50, 53, 56, 59, 62, 65, 68, 71, 74, 77, 80, 83, 86. Okay, maybe 3s didn't make the most sense, but that's what I'm going with. All right, and our median is 65. Oh, that was nice. So our median is 65. Our lower quartile is 60. Our upper quartile is 73.5. Okay, so that's our box, the IQR. All right, and then our whiskers go to 80 and 54. Oops, that one was a little too long. Okay, so you guys are going to practice number 4 on your own. So when you turn in your notes, make sure that you have number 4 written down, and I can check your answers and make sure that you've learned. All right, let's try to answer some questions by analyzing box and whisker plots. So number 5 says, the box and whisker plot below shows the test scores for a group of 24 students. What is the median score? Okay, so we look for the median that's represented by the middle line of our box. Our median is 80%. Okay, let's figure out what percent of the students scored between 70 and 85. So from here to here. All right, so you guys know each, between each dot is 25%. 25%, 25%, 25%, and 25%. Okay, so from 70 to 85 is 25 plus 25. So that's 50% of the students scored between a 70 and an 85. Okay, how many students scored between 45 and 85? All right, so from 45 to 85 is 25% plus 25% plus 25%. 75% of the students score between 45 and 85. Okay, if Kate got an 87, so that's like here. How did she do compared to the class? Well, if she got an 87, that means that she did fairly well, right? She did better than 75% of the class. Okay, so let's say an 87 would place Kate in the upper 25% of the class. Okay, so she did fairly well. All right, so then the last thing that you guys need to do is your summary. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to help. All right, let me know. Good luck. Bye.